Well, good morning, everyone. I am your host, Ivan Quesada, and this is Artist on Artists live interview, and I'm joined by the lovely Brynn. Actually, I didn't ask you for your last name. What's your last name?
Brynn Dablue.
Brynn Dablue.
Well, the pink today.
Yes, the pink today for sure. Yeah. So Brynn is a MFA1 actor here at CalArts. He's part of my cohort, and please introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brynn Dablue. I am from Compton, California. I am a multidisciplinary artist.
I love that.
I know, right? People say that all the time.
Yeah, I like that.
I've always wanted to use it.
Yeah.
I do theater. I'm a MFA1 cohort at CalArts.
Yes.
I'm a tennis fiend. I'm the universe.
I'm the universe. That is actually very accurate. I like that you said that.
Yes.
But I don't know if you've seen any of these interviews, but I like to start by asking the artist I'm interviewing why you choose this craft, why you create art, why you choose to wake up every day and do this. You know?
I would say I got the first taste of candy through playwriting.
I
did that in my undergrad at Texas Southern.
Wow.
And then doing playwriting there, I ended up falling into the theater program. I did a lot of tech though, like lights, sound, set design.
Totally.
And then eventually I got on the stage with my first show because my play professor was putting on one of her shows.
Sick.
And I got into that. And
that is so fascinating.
And acting in theater has always been in my life.
Right.
Like my sister, she was very like musically like inclined, so like she was watching Legally Blonde growing up. She was watching Rent. My whole family sung in the choir. We love sitcoms. We love to just be exposed to the arts. But like I was always just like I'm an admirer. I'm not. That's not what I was.
A performer was
I'm
not. That's crazy to me because like even last semester, because we obviously met each other last semester, and some of the performances that I've seen you do were so phenomenal.
Stop.
No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Phenomenal performances, and I'm just like, this motherfucker's been doing this forever. Well, but to hear you say that, that's so
I literally
interesting.
got into theater my second year of college.
Right.
Okay, I did. Okay, let me be factual.
Okay.
I did one musical my senior year of high school.
Got it.
Drowsy Chaperone.
Got it.
But that was like, musicals are something that I can't sing. Okay. I don't care what they tell you. Singing is a talent.
It's hard.
That I just
for sure.
I respect those who have it, who were blessed with it.
For sure. Yeah.
I had fun doing the Drowsy Chaperone, but like when I got to college, I wasn't thinking about that.
Right.
I was really into debate. Debate was like my claim to fame.
Yeah.
So like it was just a bunch of things that just like kept propelling me towards theater.
Yeah.
And then eventually I woke up and was like, wait, am I an actor? And then after having my first bits of acting, I did like 2 shows, and then I did Oedipus. Oh God. Oh my God.
Wow.
And playing Oedipus the King that just does something.
Life-changing for sure.
That does something. And then I realized like, and like I'm very into like the human aspect of art.
Of course. Yeah.
The things that I consume are like very close to my life, and you know it really made me full as a human being.
Totally.
Watching that on the TV, as well as how dare I forget my elementary school. Such a great foundation. Oh my gosh, we would put on the best Happy Black History Month, Pride. They would put on the best Black History shows.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and watch them, and they were so creative, so infused with like pop culture, but like history, but like the Black aesthetic. And I was like, this is brilliant. So like I said, the arts have always been in like the background landscape of my life.
Of course.
But I've never embraced it or fully acknowledged it until it was like, see me.
Yeah.
And you know, that was because of Professor. And then eventually, like I said, the human aspect came, and I was just like, wow, like being able to tell human stories, being able to expose that to, you know, the world about, you know, who my people are or who anybody is in this world, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's such a beautiful thing. And I think actors have a really important job in the world to
completely agree
to tell those stories.
I completely agree with you. Yes. Yeah.
So
tell me more about the Oedipus experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oedipus was really intense.
Yeah.
Okay. It was my first time anchoring the show.
Yeah.
It was my.
How old were you?
I was 23.
Okay.
Maybe 22.
Yeah.
I might have been one of those numbers.
Right.
COVID makes the brain go.
True, yes.
COVID makes the brain
very
go.
True, very true.
But yes, I was about 22, 23. And it was our first time doing like a Greek classical play.
Yeah.
Before that, we were only doing like, plays by Black playwrights.
Sure.
So, when they put this Greek play in front of us and this verse language.
Yeah. It was different, I'm sure.
It was 1,000% different.
Yeah.
We did it in this huge proscenium.
Sick.
We had no mics.
Oh wow!
but the costumes were gorgeous.
Yeah.
The set design was.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And I think Oedipus, really challenged me as an actor, as a performer.
Yeah.
But I loved the story, and I love the drama.
Yeah.
I love the drama.
Oedipus is a good Greek play.
Of course. It's probably top 3.
Top 3, like of your top 3?
Of
what about
no, like of all Greek plays. I think it's top 3.
What about
what?
Where does
what? Don't mention that Orestes to me.
Yeah, so we did Orestes recently.
Shade.
We did Orestes recently, and
girl, bye.
We're not gonna talk about it. That's funny. We will eventually, but not now.
Yeah, not now.
But okay, so how did you? Okay, I'm curious as to like how you went from high school doing that first musical. Like, I'm very curious as to like what propelled you to do that, considering that you didn't consider yourself an actor at the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, what propelled you to jump into that performance? Because musicals are hard. I've been scared to do them. I've only done one, and it was terrifying.
They're insane.
Yeah.
Musicals they're insane.
Exactly. So what propelled you? Yeah.
I love the dancing part.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
In another life, I am a dancer.
For sure.
Okay. That was like the first, that was truly the first like piece of the art that I really loved.
Sure.
Like I remember watching the Juilliard little like dance video.
Yeah.
And trying to mimic them. Like this is so cool.
Yeah.
So in high school, I was doing debate. I had just creatively directed like a Black History show for my BSU.
So you've been in this for a while, kind of,
spurts,
like touching it.
Random spurts,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember. I think I told myself, I was like, I should do a play. I should do a musical. Like,
sure.
I should just do one.
Just do it.
I was like, I was having such a good time.
Yeah.
I had such a good time singing here. And I was like, no, why not? So I remember I was losing my mind over like, what am I going to sing? What am I going to sing? What am I going to sing? So I did the biggest no-no. I sung a song from the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can sing this.
For the audition?
Yes. Yeah. For the audition. For the audition.
Yeah.
And I remember everybody around me was just like, just go do it. Just go do it. Just go do it.
Yeah.
And I remember when I auditioned, the two directors, Infante, I know them by their last names.
Yeah.
Infante and they're gonna get me. Anyways, they were like, "Where have you been? Where have you been?" And I was just like, "Oh, I've been around the corner, just watching you guys from afar."
Literally.
And then they ended up casting me in a main role, and I was like, okay. I played Mr. Feldzik. He didn't have much singing demand, but he had a lot of character demand.
For sure. Yeah.
And it was fun.
Cool.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time. I mean, they were teaching us how to tap dance. They were teaching us how, of course, to sing and just. Yeah. It's all the arts coming together. The dance, the lights, the sounds. It was really cool.
The experience.
I had a really good time.
Good.
Now you would have thought I would have went to college like, let's do theater.
That's what I was. That's where I was going next.
Kind of just. Life happens.
Yeah.
You lose.
That's where I was going next. So, like, how did you go from doing that musical, graduating, and then, because I'm assuming you went the debate route, is what you were saying, right? Okay. So then how did you end up at Texas?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to glaze over this.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
So, I graduated high school, and then I unfortunately lost my dad.
Oh.
It was my first major loss.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's nothing like loss that kind of knocks you into reality.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had just turned 18 and he died about 2 days before that. And I was just like, out of all the times, man,
Yeah.
And it was my birthday and I was doing a debate competition actually on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
So then when I came back home, I was like, I don't want to be in California. So I remember that Texas Southern came to my school and did on-site admissions. And I was like, I'm running there.
Yeah.
That's where I'm running to.
Yeah.
I had no clue what they had to offer, anything. So actually, I didn't even know that they had a debate team at Texas Southern.
Right.
I just remember when me and my uncle we're walking the campus. I was in the library and I was like, yeah, I did debate in high school. And then the lady goes, oh, well, we have a great debate team. So I run out of there to the debate office and then boom.
You're doing debate.
And then the debate office, they took me in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that team.
I'm sure that was an awesome experience.
Man, best 4 years
of my life. Did you travel and stuff?
Oh my gosh. I went everywhere because of the debate team.
That's
I went
so
to
cool.
Ireland, I went to Tokyo. I traveled multiple
You went to
states.
Tokyo?
I went to Tokyo.
Because of the debate team?
I won a dramatic interpretation award in Tokyo. Like,
wow.
Like debate. I have a whole debate life that's like
sick,
that's
dude.
like, you know, a distant accolade thing.
That's insane. Okay,
yes.
so then.
Yes.
Okay, so then obviously my curiosity is sparked. How did you go from debate to playwriting to going to fucking CalArts?
Okay. I know, I'm all over the place.
No, seriously. I mean, that's dope. That's dope, though. Yeah.
So then COVID happened.
Okay.
I was a poli-sci major.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm very big about the physical, and I knew that like the experience that I wanted, especially from an HBCU, especially as a poli-sci major, I really wanted my classes to be in person. I wanted to really experience the beauty of my professors in person. So I remember during COVID, I was like, we're going online. I'm going to take some classes that I find fun. So I took cartography because I love maps. I took
that's so
urban sociology. Whatever.
That's cool.
And then I took playwriting. And playwriting, it was like really intimate. It was like 5 of us. And and my professor, Dr. Elizabeth Brown-Guillory, she's a known playwright. And we would just come to class every day. We would show our 10-minute plays, our 1-act plays, and we would read them in class.
Read them together,
and just discuss them. And then she was
Question though, really quick, would you cast people?
No.
No, you would just like...
We only cast for our finals. So I had my mom and my sister read my play.
Oh shit, that's, oh wow, that's interesting. Because I did playwriting at UCSD, and it was a big class. So we would write like a 10-minute play, and then we would cast someone in the class.
I would love to.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
I would love to, but it was COVID, so we were online.
That's true.
And the only people I had access to were the people in my house.
That's true.
So I was like, Mom, sister,
you're doing this.
Let's work it out.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you need to be in theater. So she put all force behind me, got me a scholarship next semester at spring. And she was like, here you are.
Wow.
And I was like, thanks. I guess I'll go this way. And then it just, I became alive. And then I graduated from school and I was like, okay, I need to get a fine arts degree in theater. I need to see what the practice side of acting is like. Because I think, you know, the BA in theater is more theory based.
For sure.
So I had like a general education of all theater things. You know what I mean?
That was my experience at UCSD as well. It was a BA, so it was very like theoretical, like not much performance.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, well, let's you know, take a chance at life and see if we can get into a MFA program, and here we are.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where did you audition?
I did the Urtis at Cal State Fullerton, which was also
the hybrid.
I absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure that was terrible.
Hated it.
Yeah, my coach recommended I don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't like it was a Zoom, but it didn't feel like a Zoom. Yeah, I guess you can say because
because you were in person.
The space was still grand. You still walked in. Sure. You know what I mean? Though you're talking to a camera.
Was there people in the room? Or just the camera?
There was just a little sprinkle of people around, but it was mostly a camera. Yeah. And then you had these people, and then literally they'll be like, okay, well the schools will email you and reach out and we'll tell you what callbacks we have. I was like, wow, how dystopic to perform to a camera, to have somebody watching you and then be like, oh, I want you. So, you know, the camera's hard. I remember
camera is very hard.
We did debate over the camera.
Oh, really?
I hate it because it's something.
I remember you've talked to me a lot about how you feel about cameras.
It's about energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like the camera doesn't capture, like obviously it's an art form and people have mastered a way to capture humans and capture life through the lens. Yeah. But I think the eyes and the energy of the body do something completely different that the camera can never ever replicate.
But it captures it.
It does capture it. It does.
I think that's the difference.
But there's something different about like me performing to a camera and me performing for an audience.
Sure, the energy is always going to be different. Of course.
Always. Like when I walked into I did some of the main.
That's why I wish you did the live auditions for the Urtis.
Yeah, but
I went to Chicago and that experience alone was.
Money was tight.
That's so valid.
I already had plans to go to San Francisco to audition for some schools. For sure. And the only Urtis was like what, Philadelphia, Chicago.
Philly, Chicago,
and I wanted to go to Philly so bad, but like I mean, come on. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So I wanted to go to Chicago really bad.
No. I went to Chicago for Juilliard.
Okay, sick. Sick.
Yeah, and terrible experience. It was raining all day. City was pretty. I was the emotional wreck. I was like, well, I'm in Chicago.
Yeah. I was having a blast in Chicago.
I wish the winter in Chicago, they say don't go. I didn't listen.
It was gorgeous.
Girl, bye.
When did I go? Like end of January, I think. Was when the Erdis was.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
No, Chicago's a really pretty city.
Yeah.
Don't like even though the rain and everything was irritating me.
It wasn't raining for me.
The lake, that was my first time
Dude,
ever
that's so
seeing a
oh
lake.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Same.
And it was just still. I was just like okay, I love the ocean, but like
mine was frozen.
There was some
Yes, dude. Mine was when I went, it was frozen, dude. God. It was such a trip because obviously I've been to the beach and like been to a harbor and stuff, right? So it was such a trip because like my first instinct, because I got there a day early.
Yes.
So that first day I was there, I literally just explored the city. And my first instinct was to walk towards the water.
Yeah.
So I walked my ass to the lake. Yeah. And when I got there, frozen, dude. I've never seen that, dude. So then I walked to where the harbor was, where all the boats are parked.
Yes.
And I was just cruising, minding my own business, and then I look over, and there's a guy fucking ice fishing. It was just such a trip, seeing like the wood of like the harbor, right, where and then the water.
Yeah.
But then there's a guy standing in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. Oh my god, dude, that tripped me out. It was like I have that image burned in my brain, just because like it was such a cool image to see that.
Chicago is a really beautiful city. It has so much culture.
Oh, and the sound, dude.
Oh my god.
The sound that the ice would make with the water under it. Oh, dude. I can't even describe it to you. Just
Yeah.
It was mystical, dude.
Yeah,
it was mystical, bro. It was so cool.
Chicago would do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely an underrated city.
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my time in Chicago.
I would go back. Just not during the winter.
Okay, that's valid. Yeah.
Not during the winter.
Yeah.
Nice summer. I want to see their music because Chicago's
definitely
known for their music.
That's facts. Yeah. I did get the chance to like walk around and see a bunch of the theaters that they have there, which was really cool.
Steppenwolf, shout out to Steppenwolf.
Yeah. There was a lot of really cool theaters there, which was a fun experience to just be there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then you did the auditions.
I did the
CalArts, did they call you back or did they just accept you?
No, they. I didn't have to do a second performance.
Okay.
But we did have like a talk.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they were just like, we just want to talk to you. And then I remember I got an offer to come up.
Sure.
And I came up to visit and I audited the drag ball class.
Sick.
And I was like, oh, these people are nuts.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And then I was hooked from there on.
Yeah.
And the campus. I mean, my God.
Yeah, this place is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm curious as to like, is this your first experience? Obviously, you did the performance in high school and you've done like plays and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, what training as an actor did you have?
Okay.
Like, was there like any, like techniques that you learned? Like, was like Meisner, Shakespeare, like all that stuff that like you kind of like learn?
I think the closest I get to is Udo Hagen.
Okay. Sure. In my,
she's dope. In my acting 3 class, we were diving.
So you did take acting classes?
Sure. Yeah, you take acting 1 through 4.
Okay, sick.
You touch the different forms.
Sure.
But no Meisner, nothing. Just I think supposed we get is Udo Hagen, and then
any Chekhov, like nothing like that?
We did just a lot of practice in just like our productions.
Sick.
And then the city of Houston is literally a emerging theater space.
No, for sure.
My
best friend is going to one of the schools out there.
Theater is booming.
Yeah.
In Houston.
Big time.
So of course I was working with the place close called the Ensemble.
Yeah.
It's slipping me right now. It's where Tuts is. I can't believe how dare I forget this name. Oh my gosh. But that space, I can't remember. Sorry to that space. But just a lot of practice in the city, and learning from peers, watching.
Totally.
Yeah. I think everything in my life I have picked up watching.
Sure.
Like I love tennis. I'm really good at tennis, and I remember in learning tennis, I didn't have a coach. I would just watch Serena play, and then I'm like, well, she moved her arm like this. Let me
try that. Yeah.
So I mean, acting was
that's a superpower. Being able to do that, that's a superpower for sure.
To mimic,
To mimic, to observe, and then do it.
Yeah.
No, that's for sure a superpower. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So that's where it came from, and then eventually I found my own like rhythm of what I type of acting I like to do.
Sure.
But now being able to study technique,
that we're here, studying real technique,
it's like, oh, okay,
you understand the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
So getting some power-ups.
Yes, definitely. We're learning a lot at this school for sure. A lot of it for me is repetition, but there is a lot of new things that I'm learning that has been extremely challenging that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Especially Mecca's class. Oh my God.
I've never missed a class more.
Me neither.
Talk about being fed as an artist.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious about right now is you said you got into theater through playwriting.
Yeah.
And your professor encouraged you to continue that.
Yeah.
I had no idea that you were a playwright.
Oh yeah.
So so then are you writing anything currently? Is there anything in the works? Or do you want to put on the old plays that you wrote? Like what are you thinking as far as like playwriting?
Okay. So
because that's new information for me, and I've known you for a little bit now.
Writing.
So,
writing is where I felt, seen the most.
Sure.
Just the way that I write, I love repetition.
Sure.
I love, a lot of shorthand writing.
Sure.
But play-wise, I've been writing a show. Of course I watched Insecure growing up. Of course I watched Noah's Ark, and I was like, I can write a show. I can write a show. So I write a show here and there. Play-wise, the thoughts live in my head. I haven't put them to paper.
Sure.
Because I'm in the acting side right now.
You're like really focused on that.
But eventually though, the characters keep living in my head. They keep coming back to me. And I think out of all the playwrights that I have encountered, they're always like, when the character starts speaking to you, that's when you must write it.
Right.
And the character is constantly speaking to me. I just have to move my hands to go write it. But
it's hard for sure.
It is. It really is. And then I'll also find myself having different stimulus. Like one day I'm all the way over here, and then I'm like nah, and I go the entire other way. And
I don't think that's a bad thing though. I think it's important to explore.
It is. Yeah. It really is.
Which is a big thing that we've been learning recently, is exploring as much as we possibly can.
Multiple truths.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the best philosophy ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope future Brynn wakes up eventually and is just like, we're gonna start pushing out our plays.
Definitely,
we are.
I would highly encourage you to do that.
No, I will. Yeah. I wanted to do like a monologue series for the coffee house, but I just couldn't get a lot of things in order. But I know for sure when we go into our second year, and I have my summer to just to create.
Yeah, I was inspired by Ege's performance, and I interviewed Ege, and we talked about it a little bit.
Shout out to Bad Blood.
I was very inspired by that performance, and I've been writing one as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I would love to be cast in one of your shows. That would be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I love this place, dude. This place is phenomenal.
I like the space that they give artists.
Yeah,
there.
Me too.
Yeah,
yeah. I love their zero tolerance on damn.
I know words are just slipping our minds today.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know what it is.
Zero tolerance on censorship. This school isn't allowed to censor anything.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating.
Yeah. I remember because, to graduate with the BA, we had to do final projects, senior projects. I had to actually put on the show.
Sick.
Cast, write, etc. And
Scoot down a little bit. The sun is the shade is hitting your face. There you go.
Oh, okay. So when I found out that we can just do our own productions in the coffee house, I was like, that's
sick.
I can do as many productions as I want.
No, literally.
That's really cool.
That's Dude, really I'm excited to take advantage of that.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Because there's just so much art to do.
Yeah, there is.
And I'm really excited about it.
There is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of art in the world.
No, seriously.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So I have a segment where
a segment. Oh my god.
No, this is just because I'm trying to just evolve this as much as I possibly can. And something that I tried with Hans last time I interviewed him was I was telling Hans before I interviewed him, because I initially when I started these, I was like, I don't want to interview my cohort yet. I'm gonna save that for later.
Yes.
But then something came in my brain that Tina said. She talked about how important it is for us as scene partners and as collaborators to just really get to know each other on a personal level.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself well, what a great opportunity for these interviews to get to know really deeply my cohort. So I really should just push on getting to know them. And so I'm interviewing my entire cohort before I go and branch out to anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I did with Hans last time was I asked him, is there anything that you want to ask me?
La Jolla.
The Playhouse. Shout out to Playhouse.
Yes. I think I hate to bring this up because I know. But I want to ask. I've always wanted to ask you this.
Yeah.
Because you are a fellow Cancer. I have to mention. You know I have to mention.
Okay.
You know I have to mention.
That's funny that you say that because I get along with Cancers. Like Cancers are my best friends.
Yes.
Yeah. And you and I have gotten along really well.
So what I have to ask, I would say, is like when it comes to like your intuition and stuff, how does that play into your art?
Into my art, my
into
intuition?
Your art. You know, like, or I guess a more general question would be, with what? How do you approach your art? From what mindset? What spiritual place? What emotional place? Etc. You know what I mean? How do you approach your work? I've always wanted to know. I don't want to add the bias that like Cancers tend to approach their work from a more
emotional place. It's funny that you say that because I do try to do that.
I know you love the brain.
I do love the brain. So like, it obviously depends on the character, but I make a very conscious effort when I'm approaching a character to really understand who they are mentally, psychologically, and emotionally.
Yeah.
But usually I do start with the emotional. Like what are they saying? What's the emotion behind it? Then I start to really question then why are they saying that? Why did this emotion come up in this moment? Like what are they really trying to say? And I try to understand who they are just as a person and like why they would choose to do these things. Okay. Because I've played some shitty people before too, you know what I mean? And even then I try to like understand.
Let's talk about
like the psychology.
Let's talk about our scene. So the case for the existence of God.
Oh, yes, that was so much fun.
Yeah, it was.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really, with that character, I do with every character, I really just make a conscious effort to understand the humanity of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
those were two human.
Those were just two human beings. Oh my
God, they were so human.
Holy God. Yeah. And I knew you were gonna love that play.
Yeah. 1 for 1. I'll give you that.
Literally. So then, I really wanted to understand who this person was and what were they doing in their life, which is why remember we talked about this? Like I was talking about, I think he works at a yogurt place. And then we read the play, there was literally a line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just really thought about that. Like I find little things that I latch onto. Oh, he's a factory worker.
Yeah.
Factory workers are like this type of person. Usually they have this mentality. Yeah. Oh, he's from this town. They usually behave this way. They usually vote this way. You know what I mean? They grew up at this school. Like I really tried to just dive in onto like what their history is and what things they've learned, what experiences they've had that produce the emotions and the thought process that they have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I find, so then whenever they say something and there's an emotion behind it, I have this whole background of like, this is why they're saying it this way. This is why, or at least how I'm saying it, the truth of it, like this, I find like the core. So then when I say the emotion with this perspective, I'm thinking to myself, this is why I believe they would behave this way.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Really find the emotion and psychology of it.
Yeah. I missed that play.
That was a good play.
I really do.
Yeah. I would love to put on the whole thing.
No, definitely.
The whole thing is so good.
Man.
The whole thing is so good. Yeah.
It was an honor to play that character.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think that's why I don't want to say acting, you know, there's always beef among the métiers, but there's something about having to deliver that type of complexity that I just think is definitely a challenge for most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like we're not playing archetypes unless asked to be.
Unless asked, of course. Of course.
We're told to play humans, and it's like.
And we're also complex.
We have to encapsulate, you know, the most smallest like thought process or the smallest twitch or the smallest, you know.
Of course, yeah.
Just the
like little impediments.
Very fine detail.
Yep.
Of what makes.
It's so scientific, and that's one of the biggest things I like about it. Is just there's a science to all of it.
Yeah.
You know.
And of course, the competitiveness.
Of course.
I'm a very competitive person.
I know that, yeah. and I think that's fun. I think that's fun when you... The back and forth of it, too. Especially in that scene that we did. There was such... They were both so competitive in their nature when they're debating. Because that was a debate. They were arguing about something, you know?
Yeah.
And they were both right to an extent.
Yeah.
You know?
Multiple truths.
Exactly. And so that's another thing that I like, that I find really fascinating about, and that's how I approach it. It's like every little detail has a scientific backing to it. Like emotion, like when it comes to anger, that manifests somewhere inside the body, and that makes the body react a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, so I like to find the truth of that and the science of it to justify why my arm is twitching.
Yeah.
When a person gets nervous, their hands shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I try and just find that in my muscles. Just things, little tiny details like that. You know what I mean? Like the squeezing, like I'm so connected to all the muscles like in my face.
Yeah.
That like I even if I'm not angry, it's not difficult for me to like find the muscles of it. You know what I mean? Find the tension without actually being tense and tensing up everything. Just find like you squeeze the muscles or just use the body to produce the science behind those emotions.
Yeah. And I like that layer, but I also am fascinated by the layer of things that can't necessarily be explained.
Sure. Yes, of course.
But are more so just is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I find myself always fascinated by those things.
Yeah, because there's a lot about our bodies that we can't explain.
We can't.
You know?
You know what I mean? It's just and I think about like the envelope of what that scene was and the aura around that scene. I'm just like the energy, but that exchange, that was just, you know,
insane.
I can actively feel us. What is that? Domain expansion? I'm thinking of JJK.
JJK.
Like to just open around. To open a realm and to exist in it.
And we really did that during our scene.
That's what it felt like.
We really did that.
That's truly
we opened this reality.
Yeah.
And our fellow cohort believed it.
Yeah.
They were in that with us. And you can feel the energy of the room around us, how connected we were.
Yeah.
How connected they were.
Yeah.
And I love that experience with a live audience.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many, like, I have this story that I was telling Tina, because we had just learned about secret relationships.
Okay.
And our director had us create a secret relationship with all of our scene members. And so I had a couple. We were doing a Moliere play. I was a servant to this rich guy who had these two beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
And these two squires came in dressed as knights. They were pretending to be knights, right? But throughout the play, the girl would like call me in, and I would come in all excited. So the relationship that I had with her was that her and I were having an affair. Like we were just hooking up, and I was the servant. She was the beautiful daughter, right? So that's the relationship that we had that only her and I knew.
Okay.
So then like every time that I came in, there was that like connection, and the audience was able to pick that up with just the thought. You know, so then the relationship that I created with my buddy Dylan, who was one of the squires pretending to be a knight, was that we knew each other.
Yeah.
We drank wine at the same bars.
Yeah.
And that's the relationship that we had, right? So it's really fascinating when the scene that he's in there talking to the girls with his buddy and like they're all flirting and shit, and then she calls me to get something. I come out all excited because she's calling me, you know?
Yeah.
Then I see him. We have this shift of like, I know you. No, bro. No lines were said.
Yeah.
Nothing was said between us. There was just a look and a connection of like, oh shit, we're both in these characters. We know our relationship. We know each other.
Yeah.
The audience picked that up and just bursted out in laughter.
Because they know.
Because they know.
They know.
They felt it because we felt it. We brought them into that experience and they felt it and laughed.
That's the magic.
And getting people to laugh is hard. That's just hard. And the fact that we were able to do that with just a look. That's all we did was look at each other. And my brother was in the audience during that night.
Yeah.
And I asked him about it and he was like, yeah, I could tell that you guys knew each other. And that wasn't even a plot point. It's just something we created in that moment. And it was just so beautiful how you can do that.
I think that's the magic. That's the beauty, okay, of the live audience, is that we take them somewhere.
Yes.
Without having to add this like, I mean, of course there's an aspect of realism.
Sure.
But there's still like, you know, the suspension of disbelief. So it's like
and it's a superpower to maintain that.
To take them there.
You know? Yeah, to allow them to allow an audience to just let go and be in this world that we're in.
Yeah.
And that takes everyone. That takes the playwright, that takes the director, that takes the actors, that takes the lights. It takes everyone to bring them into that universe and allow them. You know?
And that's what I talked about in my acting statement. You remember the butterfly effect?
Yes.
I was like, the show is different because the audience is different.
Sure.
Depending on how I woke up, depending on where you came from earlier that day, all those elements are playing a part in the shift of what that space is going to be for that day.
Definitely.
And something about that is just so fascinating that like we're doing the same show.
Yeah.
And yet,
every night.
And yet depending on what type of day, what type of night,
everyone's energies are
depending on who walks into that space, we have no clue what's going to happen for that hour and 45 minutes that we're on stage.
Yep. And it's fucking fascinating.
It is.
And I love it.
It is.
I love it. I love theater, and I've been so connected to it since my first performance.
Yeah.
I can't stop doing this. I never will stop doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
As scary as it is.
And I like to see it in the youth. I have a niece. Her name is Bailey.
Yeah.
She memorizes.
Really?
Movies. Word for word. When I tell you that I know Moana to this day because of her, and right now her biggest affinity right now is Bad Guys.
Yeah.
Word for word. And I was just like, oh, Bailey, you need to be in theater.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Oh,
that's our cue.
Oh,
I know. Unfortunately,
it's okay. It's a good point to end on.
Tell the audience what you have planned next.
What I have planned next is to nourish my body. No, I'm joking.
I mean, as an artist, silly.
I know. I know. Okay. Well, artistically, of course, I'm really deep in my classes. I'm going to do some playwriting.
Sick.
I'm thinking about doing some type of like dance monologue series. We'll see. But right now, I'm just ebbing and flowing like a leaf.
I love that.
You know, being inspired.
Definitely.
You know, I think that's a rare quality that's being like sucked out of people. So definitely. I'm just thankful to be inspired.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, that was Brynn Dablue.
Oh
the pink, I mean.
The pink today, the red tomorrow.
Yes, seriously.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure, my friend.
It was.
Thank you. Yeah.
I can't believe I did it.
I know, right? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We got to go to class, so we'll see you guys later.
Bye.